Hey, what's up? It's Greg from Fisherman Headquarters, and today is Monday, April 1st. It's no April Fool's Day today. It's a beautiful one here in Long Beach Island. Local fishing front, we've got some striped bass in the back bays. Also heard of a couple of drums showing up. More of them, say, in the southern areas of the state, but hopefully they show up a little stronger numbers. And we'll see, hopefully, a replay of last year's biblical black drum bite in the Bayside. Anybody who got on that action knows that the clam bite was on fire in the month of April and May. It's really a mid to late month thing in April, and then all of May was really good. Fishing the waters of Barnegat Bay. Right now, we don't have fresh clam. We're trying our best to get it, but we do have some live bloods, and also got live green crabs. Tog season just opened up April 1st. It's 1 month fishing for the blackfish tog here in New Jersey. Have not heard any reports off the jetty, but normally it's slow pickings to begin the season, and as that water temperature rises, it gets a little bit better. Kind of the same story in the Bayside. As far as the water temperature goes, right now we got mid 40-degree water temperature off the Long Beach Island surf. LBI, basically for the most part, is about 44, 45 degrees. We've had some sunnier days. Definitely had a little bit of a storm, as you do see behind me. There's a little residual swell left over in the 3 to 4 foot range, 2 to 4 foot, but a powerful swell. Breezy west winds. Hopefully it's not affecting the audio too bad. On the Bayside, we do have some areas that have water north of 50 degrees, and that's kind of the magic number. See some areas there, say Waretown, Bowie, tide gauge, temperature gauge, that's in the low 50s. Seeing Great Bay area also has some water in the low 50s, so that's awesome. I have had some reports, good reports of anglers catching striped bass and bloodworms. I was gone for the past week, so I haven't been out. Hopefully get my boat ready to go this, let's say, week or so, and start getting out there, getting some time in on the water. But I can share, I heard some reports from both anglers at the shop and also customers coming in. Some striped bass getting picked in the same areas, the same, say, early season areas as before I went on vacation last week. Great Bay is a great spot, fishing the sod banks there, Mid-Island Bayside, Bayside areas of Long Beach Island, and there's plenty of spots in the west side of the bay to fish. Hearing some phenomenal reports, only getting better fishing the rivers. The Delaware River has been on fire. We heard some really nice fish, upper 30 and even 40-inch range fish. Some good classy piglets coming there, do their spawn. Here in River and Bay, starting to pick some fish. That will probably be jumping into high speed here in the next few weeks. Rest of the month of April, normally April's a good one there, and May for sure. So the state of New Jersey is basically surrounded by striped bass. I'm not saying it's epic fishing, but it's really starting off strong. We had a much warmer March than most. I really didn't have much snow here, when we had cold and breezy temperatures for a lot of March, but there's really no snowfall. A lot of times we'll see that, say some snow in March, but like I mentioned, water temperatures are getting there. Things are starting normally off the surf. When that water hits 48, that's when things will start popping off. Really gets much better around 50, 52 degrees. That's for me the magic number. So I'll be looking for that off the surf. Right now, I wouldn't waste your time fishing the beach in 40 degree water. I can share from a commercial friend that was transiting, fishing down south, heading back into New Jersey. He said when he was coming through LBI, he came across lots of gannets and lots of herring. So there's definitely some herring that were pushing through the area just a few days ago. So that's always positive to know. We had some bait in the area. I assume some areas also have some bunker and whatnot, but definitely herring pushing through off the coast here of Central Jersey. And things will hopefully be panning out smoothly and coming together for this upcoming season we've got. Like I mentioned, surf fishing, I would start focusing on that a lot of times around the Easter time frame, and it really gets kind of gets going right at the 50-degree mark, and the water warms up a little better. But with the water temperature in the bay at 50, we got the local residents that are around. Hopefully have some newer fish arriving. We'll kind of see how that goes. But like I mentioned, tog fishing is a great opportunity. I will say if you're going out looking for a quick, say easier action bite, a hotter action bite, tog is going to be the way to go. But it is a slower, say, bite in the early part of the season when the water is cold. When that starts getting better, it is a hot, say, active fishing. With striped bass, it's gonna be a little on the slower side. I get a lot of customers come in and say, oh, I put a half hour and didn't get a bite, and they call it a day. Most of the time, striped bass fish, especially early season, colder water when you're fishing worms, putting a half hour in isn't really gonna cut the mustard. Yeah, if they're snapping and they're there thick, great. Most times it's gonna take a little more, say, perseverance and a little more effort than that. With that being said, those anglers that are putting time in, say a few hours fishing, you know, say half a tide, full tide, should be 3 to 6 hours kind of range, are picking at them. I'm not saying it's great fishing, but there are some striped bass getting picked at those early season spots. And hopefully that will only get better. So I will suggest, if you are heading out looking for striped bass, bring your patience, fish the outgoing tides. At the warmer tide, that's when you're gonna have a better bet, warmer waters. Also fish in the afternoons once you get that high sun like you got now. It'll warm up that water, especially the shallower, say, outgoing tides, afternoons. That'd be my suggestion for springtime, say, tips. As far as fishing worms, you could fish live bloods. If you're looking to get a little extra, say, length or stretch out of those worms. You can also fish Dynabait. It's a freeze-dried bloodwormy stock. You can fish both of them together. Also, some people like to fish the artificial fish bites. I feel that they're not as effective in the colder water, so I suggest to fish the live bloods and also a mix of the fish, of the Dynabait freeze-dried to get a little extra, say, longevity. Also add some scent, whether you're fishing the Finessence clam scent or the Finessence cheddar crab. Those are both of those are two great scents that you can add. And then if you're doing a little worm ball, some people put a little piece of sponge in there, some people put a little piece of rag, make a little worm ball with a mesh bag. Maybe we'll throw up a video on our Instagram maybe next day or two to provide a little insight on that. It's been an old school way of doing things. It's very, very helpful when there's perch around. Worm balls with a mesh bag really helps protect those worms, so when the perch are there, don't beat up your baits really quick. Like I mentioned, it helps out to stuff that bag, make it a little bigger, so you're not just using, say, 3 or 4 or 5 bloodworms which add up quick. It helps to throw some artificial in there. Some people put a little piece of gulp. Some people put a little piece of sponge and soak it in some scent. I really like to fish the freeze-dried bloodworms from Dynabait. So if that's another tip to help you out, and stay tuned to our Instagram and Facebook. We'll try to throw a video up there, maybe later today or tomorrow, something like that. But once again, it's Greg at Fisherman's headquarters. I will hopefully have a text report up at fishinglbi.com sometime soon. Maybe I'll try to get around to that later today or tomorrow. I just got back. I was down in Florida for a week doing some family things, funeral, and then some family fun stuff. So I'm kind of a little bit out of the loop of things, trying to catch up on things. Got a lot of paperwork, got a lot of things on my desk to catch up on. So I will try to get a text report out for y'all. Appreciate you, everyone following on social media, but also here at YouTube. Thanks for the subscriptions and follows and likes. Appreciate you. Throw a comment down below. Feel free to share your own report. If you've been out getting some action, or maybe if you're preparing, now's a great time to get geared up for the season. Be sure to stop by Fisherman's headquarters. We appreciate your patronage. You can shop online, fishermansheadquarters.com. Also, we're open 7 days a week. Pretty long hours. Most days, just about every day, 7 to 7. Some days open earlier, some days open later. And once the season starts really getting going here, next couple, say, days, weeks, see how things go. We start getting super busy. We'll start extending those hours. Once again, it's Greg at Fisherman's headquarters. Hope to see you soon. Hope you're getting out there and having a great spring. Have a great day.